Very good morning to one and all. Myself, Dr. P.E. Bhosle. Dear students, we are going to know something about nature of administrative law. So, concept of administrative law, its meaning, and opinions of various learned peoples on administrative law. We discussed yesterday as definition of administrative law. After discussing its concept and meaning, today we are trying to know about nature of administrative law. So, what type of this law is, what it provides to the citizen of our nation, why the students of law faculty should and must know about administrative law, and what type of facilities this administration provides to the common man. So, in connection of nature of administrative law, it is said that it deals with the executive branch of the government. So, in the realm of rule of law, we can find three significant components of the concept government. Those three significant components are legislative body, executive body, and judicial authority. Administrative law being the one of these layers of the concept of government, that is executive body. Typically deals or the administrative law, it gives knowledge to the people towards the executive branch of the government. What executive branch of the government performs, or what it plays its role in the administration. So, instead it deals with the executive branch of the government, executive branch of the government, what it consists, what it does, what type of duties have been moved to this branch by the Constitution of India. It be studied under the concept administrative law. The next thing, or the nature of administrative law, it concerned with the control of powers of administrative authorities. So, the date of the administrative law is this, as to how powers of the administrative be controlled. In what way members of the executive branch of the government, they are exercising their powers. It be observed, it be controlled, that they shall not misuse the powers. So, such type of observation may be kept with the help of administrative law. So, in such a way, administrative law concerned with the control of powers of administrative authorities. The another nature of this law called as administrative law finds out ways and means to control the administrative powers. So if we are trying to control powers of administrative law, then in what way? By applying what? By what tool or the device or the means the powers of administrative authorities be controlled. So its devices or means and its information has been provided in this law called as administrative law. It means administrative law, it finds out ways and means to control the administrative powers. The another significant thing as one of the contents of nature of the administrative law is it protects individuals arbitrariness of administrative authorities. Now law it provides powers, functions and to the executive body or the administrator. But at the same time, administrative law it tries to protect individuals from arbitrariness of administrative authorities. Powers moved to the administrators by the law or by the supreme law of the land, they should and must exercise their powers in a proper way or as per the law. On any cost, they shall not exercise those powers in an arbitrary manner. Whether they are exercising their powers in a proper way or they arbitrarily exercising their powers, it be tested through the administrative law. How the arbitrariness of the administrative authorities may be controlled or eradicated. Its information we can get from this law called as administrative law. It's also supposed to be the one of the contents of the nature of administrative law. The another thing in connection of nature of administrative law, it is said that it tries to protect individuals from unlawful acts of the administrative authorities. Dear students, may happen in practice that administrative authorities or the officers they involves in unexpected activity, that is unlawful acts, with the help of the powers moved by the law to them. So on any cost, such thing shall not happen. For this purpose, its arrangement has been made under this law called as administrative law. Hence, in that sense, it is said that it tries to protect individuals from unlawful acts of the administrative authorities. Individual is a significant, and how the individual's interest and his legal rights be protected from the unlawful acts of the administrative authorities. It's important given under this law called administrative law. The next, the schemes through this administrative agency and how those schemes are the things which have been provided by the present government, it be provided till to the last citizen of this nation. administrative agencies. So it is also discussed in this law called as administrative law. Next thing, the nature of administrative law, again it said that it protects rights of individuals from administrative interference. So dear students, administrative authorities, instead of protecting rights of the individuals, administrative agencies, they place tactics to interfere the individual interest or the rights of the individuals. And if any member of the administrative authority, he or she involves step of interference with the rights of individuals as to how he be controlled, its knowledge or the information or its guidelines have been discussed under this law called as administrative law. This is also supposed to be one of the contents of the nature of administrative law. Again, it is said that it's aggrieved persons against unlawful actions of administrative authorities. So sometimes it may happen on part of the administrative authorities what they are performing or what action they are taking. Sometimes the administrative agencies also they ignores. So act which has been performed by the administrative authority, whether it is or unlawful, it be tested, and if due to such type of unlawful action of the administrative authorities, if the person's interest affects, so in such circumstance, the concerned aggrieved person type of remedy be availed by him knowledge he can get administrative law. This is also the one of the contents of the nature of administrative law. Again, in connection of the nature of administrative law, it is said that it provides remedies against unlawful actions of administrative law, and it concerned the liabilities of the government. Again, administrative law, it tries to give proper guidance or knowledge to the common man that how the government can also be held liable if the governmental departments, the agencies, they causes any injury to the common man or due to the act or activities of the administrative agents or the departments, the common man's interest affects. So in such circumstance, vicariously for the legal act of the government servant, vicariously the government will held liable. So as to how it be done or performed, its detailed knowledge and guidelines have been provided under the administrative law. Again, administrative law concerned liabilities of government for the torts committed by its servants. Sometimes servants of the government as part of of the government when they perform something or the act of the administrative agents or the departments or the servants, it's any loss, maybe financial or other than this. So, in such circumstance also, how individual or the sufferer or the aggrieved person can ask compensation from the government, as to how government be compelled to pay compensation to the common man due to the illegal act of its servants. The next slide. Administrative law aims at establishment and maintain the premises of rule of law in the country. So, rule of law is very significant. Everything should and must happen in the nation as per the supreme law of the land, and every act which is against the law, it be treated as unlawful. So, in the realm of rule of law, in what way each and every human being or the citizen of this nation, he or she has to behave or perform his deeds. Its information has been provided under this law. And again, in connection of administrative law, it is said that it controls fear of despot. So, administrative law, again, it provides proper information regarding the controlling of fear of despot. So, in the nation, each and every human being must be able to lead his or her life in a proper or comfortable manner without fear. And wherever he feels or thinks or gets fear of despot, so in such circumstance, where he or she should approach, its remedy has been or is given suggested under this law called as administrative law. And conclusion, it is said that administrative law is a balance between administrative powers, the individual's liberty, and the public needs. So, as one of the contents of nature of administrative law, this is very significant thing, that administrative law tries to maintain balance between administrative authorities or the powers and individual liberty and public needs. So, how by taking precaution of all these significant contents, administrators shall exercise their power. Its information has been discussed under this law in such a way. Administrative law, it circulates information concerning to the executive wing of the government. Tomorrow we will discuss the scope of administrative law. With this much discussion, I am going to stop here. Thank you. Thank you very much, please.